I ain't gonna lie, when I be meeting like nice, put together, older men who don't have any kids, I be thinking like, what's wrong with you? Like is this something like?
Hey, this is Raulh of Please Act Right. And yet another reason why so many men here in the West are walking away from these modern day women. She said if an older man who has his stuff together doesn't have any children, she thinks something has to be wrong with him. Now, I know I covered this video in the past, but I feel the need to cover it again because I'm starting to see more and more women vocalizing this mindset.
I ain't got no kids. I got my own motion going on.
Flag.
Huh?
What?
Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead. What you about to say?
Why the? Listen, I know like having sex before marriage is bad, but it's 2022. Like, what has gone on in your life that you have not had a kid?
I don't have kids.
You're different. Like, but for men, it's just kind of like, why don't you have a kid? What happened?
Because I don't want a kid yet.
Maybe
I'm responsible. What do you?
It's not responsible. Like,
If you let them talk long enough, they'll tell on themselves. Let me play this one part again and listen to what she said.
I know like having sex before marriage is bad, but it's 2022. Like,
She knows that having sex before marriage is bad. If you know that, and the man is over 30 years old and he doesn't have any children and he's not married, then why is that a red flag? Now I'm under the assumption that she's referring to a biblical principle. 1 Corinthians 6:18, flee fornication. Every sin that a man doeth is without the body, but he that committeth fornication sinneth against his own body. So if the Bible is against fornication and he's not married and he doesn't have any children, how can him not having kids be a red flag? See how she's contradicting herself?
I ain't got no kids. I got my own motion going on.
flag.
I'm 30 years old, grinding, stacking this money up, and because I don't have any kids or no baby mamas, I'm a red flag. That is some backwards ass thinking right there. Like, what the f? So me having multiple baby mamas is a green flag to you? That's why the black community is where it's at right now, bro. This shit is crazy.
Have you started to notice an increase in the appearance of wrinkles, fine lines, bag under your eyes, and other signs of aging? It may be more than just stress from the new year. Wrinkles and other marks of aging are one of the top signs that your collagen levels are low. It becomes vital every year that you get older to supplement collagen in your diet for the sake of your skin's health. As you've gotten older, you may have found that your skin isn't as strong. Whether you're in your 20s or your 90s, you can experience the health aging effects collagen has on your skin with the help of this multi-collagen powder I love to use. I'm impressed because in just a week of taking this, I've noticed a significant reduction in the appearance of wrinkles and fine lines. My skin has once again regained its youthful glow, hydration, and elasticity. Also, although I originally bought it to rejuvenate my skin, I was shocked to find that it also improves my nails and my joints as well. I add it to my morning coffee or tea, and it tastes great while keeping me a little more full between each meal. I want you to try it as well and experience the amazing effects it had on me. Get it back today for 51% off plus receive free bonuses before their spring sale ends by going to healthactright.com. That's healthactright.com and get ready to look your best this new year.
Motion going on.
Flag.
And I've had people try to, like, low-key shame me for not having children. Meanwhile, I watch y'all struggling with raising them kids y'all got. Them kids putting y'all through it right now.
And might I add, there's some people out there that have no business having children.
Gray hairs, you can't touch your toes. No disrespect to nobody who's have kids, but I've had people try to shame me for not having kids, and I'm like, you don't even take care of the one you got.
I would always get the question, why don't you have any kids? And then when I say because I didn't want to have any children out of wedlock, I get the look like there's something wrong with me. Dare I say, that reaction always came from women. The men, on the other hand, they'd just be like, oh, cool.
I got my own motion going on.
Flag.
The brother is trying to get himself together. Most smart people know that they're not ready for kids unless they have themselves together. Financially, emotionally, spiritually, all those things you need to have before you have a child to raise. I had a child at a young age, so even though I'm very happy to have my kid, I would not trade my kid for anything in the world. I wish I could have waited at a later age to have children. It probably would have set me up and set them up in a better place to be in life. And honestly, for that sister to be like, that's a red flag, honestly, she's a red flag. She's a real red flag for that. That just speaks volumes. I'm not going to go into great details about it, but that just speaks volumes on what type of person she is.
Thank you for sharing that, sir. What type of person are you when you think it's a red flag when somebody's being responsible?
He is 30 with no kids. Okay, excuse me, y'all. Let y'all good fellas, let y'all good sister hell hold your hand on this one. Tag, I'm in. Okay, he's 30 with no kids. That means he has DICK discipline. Okay, because I don't want to get flagged. I need everybody to receive this message. A man that's over 30 with no kids either didn't want one or is waiting for the right woman to have one. Or shoot, get what God gives life. I mean, well, it's nothing wrong with a woman who's over 30 with no kids. So why is it wrong for a man who's over 30 with no kids?
Yeah,
I don't have kids.
you're different.
Maybe he didn't want none. Or, maybe sometimes people do wait till their early to late 30s to have kids. It's okay. I am so sick of, number one, this podcast culture. And number two, people acting like you're supposed to have kids in your 20s.
Exactly. Some people don't want to have kids. Some people can't afford to have kids. And some people have no business having kids. There's nothing wrong if you choose not to have kids, no matter what age you are, if that's your decision. Hell, most people who have kids, they spend their entire lives broke. Some of y'all watching this video right now. Now this next video is yet another reason why so many men are moving away from dealing with Western women. Certain women blame men for everything, while certain women give women a pass for doing the exact same thing.
So when you're dealing with a group of women that worship the men that are part of the problem in a culture, hood dudes, thugs, entertainers.
That's very true.
Yeah, no, and it largely goes for thugs and entertainers. Yeah. Nobody wasn't checking for Will Smith before he was Will Smith. Nobody was checking for Jordan Peele before he was Jordan Peele. Okay. These dudes are lames. These dudes are weirdos until they get successful, right? But a guy like Future can have 8 baby mothers and still get 7 women pregnant, or 10 baby mothers like you said, and after the first one, 9 women will still lay down with him knowing that he is not sexually responsible. That means that there are 9 sexually irresponsible women, 1 sexually irresponsible man. That is the problem. And everybody will point out the man and saying that he is a part of that problem, which he is, but that's only 1 man and 9 women. So why are we not talking about the 9 women that are also a part of that problem?
He's a repeat offender, okay? He's a repetitive offender. So therefore, I feel like he is more irresponsible than these 9 women that you are claiming to be irresponsible.
You see what I'm saying? He just said that the women are just as irresponsible for having babies with a man they already know has a bunch of babies and a bunch of baby mamas. But she gotta find a way to make the man more irresponsible than the women. Videos like this one and women like her are exactly why I keep making these videos. I want you guys to pay attention to some of the traits in some of these women. Like the saying goes, accountability is like kryptonite to some of these women.
Or I feel like he is more irresponsible than these 9 women that you are claiming to be irresponsible.
She just said she thinks Future is more irresponsible than the 9 women that slept with him, knowing that he was a person who just gets women pregnant and don't stay around. How does that even make sense? Seriously, like, y'all know these girls getting them pregnant and not being with them, and y'all still do it. But I'm more irresponsible. Listen to that. How that sound? Seriously.
Or I feel like he is more irresponsible than these 9 women that you are claiming to be irresponsible.
And then all their brain cells just leave the head and decide that they don't want to be sexually responsible. When I mean sexually responsible, I mean if you're gonna lay down with him, make sure he's wearing what he needs. Like for real, like they are just as irresponsible as his ass is. Oh, but just because he's the guy, he's more irresponsible, right? No, baby girl, no.
He's a repeat offender, okay?
Let me get one thing straight. This is information that a lot of women know about him. Y'all all know he's a repeat offender, yet y'all still open that door to him. That argument's not helping this case. It's his not. You made a choice to step in that direction. Didn't have to. Could have taken a different step. No, you took that step. Come on!
Therefore, I feel like he is more irresponsible than these 9 women that you are claiming to be irresponsible.
You know at least that one girl have encountered one girl, or at least had a family member or a friend somewhere down the line that openly admitted they didn't care about being the side hoe. Come on. I'll wait. Oh, you don't want to say that? Because that would make accountability for us. Let's just be real. I knew a girl had no problem with this dude knowing that he was married. She had no problem. She didn't care. As long as she was getting her nails done, as long as she got her tattoos, he was taking her out to eat, everything. She didn't care. Even when the damn wife was very aware what the going on.
Or I feel like he is more irresponsible than these 9 women that you are claiming to be irresponsible.
That girl is saying Future is the problem and not the 9 other women he gave a baby to. If you were about to go to a restaurant and there was 9 Yelp reviews saying, hey, I got food poisoning here, and you go to the restaurant and get food poisoning, your friends will tell you, girl, didn't you not read the reviews? They're probably gonna say, yes, girl, but I thought it would be different for me. Just delusional. I'm not gonna sit here and say women in general can't take accountability, but there is definitely an accountability problem. If I date a woman who has an OnlyFans, then we end up breaking up because she wanted to do some crazy thing on camera and I said no. Guys and women are gonna comment, you're a loser. You knew she was an OnlyFans girl from the jump.
The women were more irresponsible because this is why. When it comes to access to sex, who's the one who grants us the access? Who's really irresponsible?
Even though he makes a good point, I still say that both are equally irresponsible. I want to close with this thought. Fellas, if you see a woman does not want herself, or even a woman she doesn't even know, to take accountability for anything that happens between men and women, is this the type of woman you want to spend any of your time with or having babies with? So what do you think is going to happen when the both of you get into a situation where both of you are to blame? More than likely, she's going to blame it all on you, even if she had a part in it. The minute you see she doesn't want women to take accountability for their actions, she's showing you who she is. And as the saying goes, what you see is what you get. So pay attention to them when they speak, because if you do, they'll tell you everything you need to know. Hey, somebody had to tell you, and I love you, so it might as well be me. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell to get notified when I post a new video. I post a new video every week. And in the meantime, will you please act right? My name is Raulh. See you in another video.
Listen, hear me good. I did not know that my son's father was for the streets. He chose to be for the streets. Ladies, you gotta watch out for that community pipe, all right? Like, it'll get you every time you be walking around somewhere pregnant.
So if you enjoyed this video, check out one of these 2 videos right here. I'm sure you'll enjoy them too. And if you like, you can visit my channel. I have plenty of videos there. Go ahead. Don't be scared.